long time. And again, taking King's suicide into account, we're still looking at just, you know, 4 or 3 frags between these two guys. So really fantastic job from both guys, but King's not going to be the king tonight. It's still going to be Vicious.
Alright, we're going to see Vicious with a 30% accuracy and best weapon of lightning gun. King's ended with a 30% and railgun.
I know you can't see this in the stream, but Vicious said, King's played so passive, I was starting to get pissed off. Even when down, he was passive.
I was like, what the fuck? He's running. Oh, alright, here we go. This is, we're going to see it
again.
Yeah, a little more campgrounds. Very nice.
Figgy learned nothing.
Alright, so at the start of this, we're going to see Figgy, and he's heading straight for Mega. This is actually, that could have been risky because he has no weapons. And if we look over, Vicious is going to have something. And he's been able to get both armors. Interesting. Now, we heard Figgy drop. Uh-oh. Yeah. That was
bad bridge to rail.
I could tell by the circle start. That's not gonna make it.
So Vicious right now still doesn't have a rail, and that is definitely something he's gonna want very soon. But we're gonna see probably some blood get drawn before he makes a grab for it. So now Vicious spots Figgy down there at the shotgun, but he's gonna be looking for the armor instead, maintaining position on top.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah, and this is really good. He can get this frag. Nice. Oh. And there's red.
Bam, bam, bam.
Figgy, honestly, I would have tried to have some sort of upper position because, you know, he saw Vicious, or at least heard him going for that yellow armor, and so he could have, you know, kind of made the assumption, okay, Vicious is going to probably come. The timing for red armor is going to be pretty close, so I want to position myself in that archway, spamming rockets so that Vicious can't come directly from the pillar area over to the red armor. You know, just slowing him down a little bit would have given Figgy that armor. Either way, Vicious gets first blood, and now it's just staking out the center, which we've seen him do so many times. And what he's trying to do here is basically, he knows that Red and Mega are coming up at roughly the same time, so he's just holding down position. And now he might lose Red. Let's see. Yep.
There it is. Yep.
And it's sort of a gamble,
damage, but Vicious is doing more. And he's still got the better position here.
Yeah.
So we're going to see another frag go to Vicious.
And it's always kind of a tough call because there are a couple of different ways that you can hold that down. If you know that your opponent is, you know, kind of tends to go out high, then you can kind of cover where the RL spawns. If you know that they're you know, trying to make a grab for yellow and hightail it over to red, they might, you know, take the low path. Then you want to be where Vicious was, waiting for that mega spawn. Figgy taking the other route. You know, gave him an armor, but we've seen Vicious so far able to best Figgy in most circumstances just by virtue of the greater stack.
Yeah, apparently he didn't get the memo, but Vicious does make the good bridge to rail. Grabs rail finally, and that's going to put a nice big fat feather in his cap. And now again, he's just going to be sitting here looking for Figgy. Figgy's nowhere to be seen. And quite frankly, the red spawn there first, this would have been an ideal opportunity to make the grab for that.
Next up is going to be Moltres, by the way.
Sweet.
Interesting.
Way to go, Goonies.
Choice by Vicious. And quite frankly, I love that move. You want to know why? That gave him position.
Yep.
I mean, he says he fails, but honestly, it turned into unfail. So, there you go.
Yeah, so far we're yet to see Figgy get on the board here, and really a lot of the positioning has been, as you said, Greased, really in Vicious's favor, and Vicious has shown that he's going to maintain position at the risk of items here. He's kind of not going for the red here, and he's going to let Figgy get it, but he's looking for the rockets to hit. He's looking for the rails to hit, but Figgy gets out of there with nary a scratch on his brand new red armor.
He just freaking missed. So maybe he needs to just get into a fight. He needs to
that.
take a fight here. There we go. There's one. Oh my goodness. Now.
Bumped up by a rocket.
Yeah. Now this is Figgy's chance. He got Mega. He got away. He needs to go. He needs to be here for red. He's not here for red. And now Vicious can get away. Oh.
But he's going to get
nice.
the frag, but he's not going to get the red. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Vicious couldn't turn the corner quick enough to land the spam. You know, try to cover his exit. Figgy getting on the board in a big way, 4-2.
But it's going to come down to the items again here, and Figgy does not have a beautiful stack. He's got enough here to live off of, but that red armor is going to go to Vicious, and this could be a short-lived run for Figgy.
5-minute warning.
That was pretty much an impossible situation for Figgy because he didn't have enough health and armor to... Uh-oh, wow, these rails. That's 3 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Vicious gets control,
Boink.
the lead, and everything back pretty much. Yeah, here's nice. Look at that. Look at that. Just very patient by Vicious because most players would be like, oh, I gotta get the red, I gotta get the red, I gotta get the red, I gotta get the red. And
Vicious is like, nah, dude, it's cool.
yeah. And what
I'll
that's
see
done
you
for
there
him?
sometime.
What that's done for him is, you know, yeah, he didn't get the red armor, but he did get the mega, and now he's got the yellow. So now he's much better off. Plus, with the rail, he can go in for the kill now. Because that armor has been burned off. It's easy kill time. It's 88. So you know that's rail plus some. There we go.
There it is. And on the flip side, really, when Figgy made that first frag, he really needed to be on top of Vicious and not let Vicious get another foothold in the item dominance. And pretty much when it got to that point, Vicious was right back where he started. So that's going to be 2 frags for Figgy, but I would be surprised if we saw any more at the pace he's going.
I think he'll. I mean, what he needs to do is he needs to outrail Vicious right now. Let's go take a look at him. In fact, he does have the railgun. And he does have a little bit of armor. But see, he's walking around with it out, and so Vicious knows where he is. So, yeah. Oh, look at this aggression.
A little bit off the timing there with the rocket pipe. The pipe rocket. And
I see that.
These rails just are not hitting.
Yeah, and honestly, like, that drop to red armor was a pretty obvious one, and Figgy missed it. And, you know, if you take a look at the accuracies for Figgy, it's kind of an indication there, because he hasn't really used the rail, and what he has used of it, it's been a mere 15%. So usually the rail is the biggest advantage for the, you know, it's kind of down and out player to try to cut through a stack and even the score, allowing for a solid challenge for an item. And you know, the next 2 weapons to do that are going to be your LG and your rocket launcher, and with the 30 rocket and 23% lightning gun, you can see that, you know, just at this point, I think he's getting out aimed.
And again, you could just see here that Vicious just is not overly concerned about the situation here. He was down to 59 health, but he got that mega health, and that's going to be the end of the game with 12 frags to 2. Vicious's favor. I think this is number 6 for Vicious.
Yeah,
yes.
well, he just won number 5. He's going to be moving on to number 6. So far,
5,
extremely well done by Vicious. I like it. Oh, no. Oh, okay. No. Oh, sorry. I misread it. Excuse me. He says he's not drunk tonight. Okay. Oh. That's right. Because last time we ran King of the Hill, he was a bit inebriated. So, okay. All right, so we got Sober Sparks tonight, but this match is going to be Neutros versus Vicious, and we had the pleasure of seeing Neutros in the All Your Base CTF King of the Hill style little tournament that we started to run here at Quake Live TV. Neutros already getting the business end of Vicious's rail. He dodges through some grenades, and of course next play is going to be at red, but this... Where'd Vicious go?
That's what Neutros are wondering.
Huh. Vicious just ate Noitress's rail, so